happens to these kids who've been signed to these academies and then don't make it to the required professional levels?
I think it probably affects them quite badly. They've lost contact with all of their friends, their old teammates, and I'm not sure whether some of them never want to play football again. So the bottom line is that they're the losers, the kids themselves.
I think a lot of parents nowadays, you know, if their son gets spotted by a scout and spoken to and all that, they see pound signs and not the actual full extent of the outcome of rejection by whatever team it may be.
So when would you be happy for an offer to be made?
On Damien, 14, 15. I think 14's young enough.
And he's 11 years old now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I've told my dad that my dreams are to play for Arsenal striker and England striker, so I would love to play for England.
Basically, I don't want him to be too disappointed. You know, they may make a promise of they got professional training, but we got professional qualified coaches within our club, you know, so, you know, the coaching's not that much different as far as I'm concerned. You know, I don't want him to come the age of 14, 15, 16, be rejected and for his dream to be shattered just because they want to pick up whatever, cannon fodder for, you know, their club, basically.
Is it true that an academy or centre of excellence will sign up to 30 players just to train up 2 or 3 that the academy really want and can see potential in?
No.
The other players are in fact just being used?
No, not at all.
I've spoke to a scout that used to scout for Tottenham at one time when he was up at our club. He turned around and told me that for every one child that is selected as the next potential big star, there's 20 children that are taken on just to train that one. So if that's how the selection process works, if you've got a team of 12, that's, I would say, 240 kids that have gone by the wayside.
I've been involved in the development process, as I say, for a number of years now. It's never been better in this country. The environment, the atmosphere, the encouragement, the support has never been better than it's been.
First and foremost, are we going to be guaranteed our hour?
An hour?
Well, we got till 1:30 really, that was what.
Okay, all right,
Can we-
45 minutes then, yeah.
Can we just make sure we do, because there's quite a few subjects we need to cover.
All right.
So if it's...
Is that right?
Yeah, 1 hour would be perfect.
Well,
I'm not sure we could be, it'll be enough subject to talk about in the academy for a while.
well, we'll see how we get on anyway. And if you can
Okay.
aim to get it done as quickly as possible, then it's just
Okay.
Are
we ready?
To do, that's all.
That's a good what?
Gauge to know who's any good. You just look across the pitch and see who the blonde is or the bird, and you say, "Who's our kid?" So yeah, good player. Very often they are.
You've been scouted by Arsenal, haven't you?
Yes.
What did the scout say?
You're a brilliant player. When you're older, I think you should play for Arsenal, so you've improved your skills, you're scouted.
Did he say that to you or your mum?
To me, and then he said to my mum, he's a brilliant footballer, he should play for Arsenal.
And what have they told you that you need to do next?
Try and qualify to the academy, then try and qualify to the professionals younger, and then after try and qualify to the proper professionals.
Could you tell us from which age Hayden showed an interest in football?
Certainly before he was 1. He started walking when he was 1. He used to sit on the floor initially and kick a ball. Then we used to start holding him 2 fingers and used to go around the living room kicking a ball, always using his left foot.
Is he a left-footed player then?
Yeah, he is.
How old is he now?
He's 7.5. He was 7 in May.
How can anyone tell if a 6-year-old will become a professional footballer?
A 6-year-old, yeah. Well, you know, we shouldn't be deciding, I don't think, at that age. Yeah, all predominantly for me in those primary school age groups, which we've been talking about. Yeah, what's your top priority? Your top priority is actually for a youngster to really find football fun.
If an academy scout approached you from another professional club and showed interest in your son, what would you say to them?
Basically, I really would say, leave us alone, go away and piss off.
How many more young players like Bradley have been treated in a similar way by a professional club?
Well, basically, just obviously every year's another year coming through, but obviously my son's age group, there's loads. I've known loads. You know, there is absolutely hundreds, and that's obviously just in a really, really small part of the country. There must be millions.
Usually, well, in fact, in all cases, all of those people that are nominated as scouts have to fulfil and take part in the Talent ID course, which is in cooperation with the Football Association. It's in our rules that you can't scout for the club unless you've done that particular course.
I don't know of any scouts that are on sort of on cash rewards or cash benefits for finding players.
So how do they get paid for doing the job then? Where are the benefits? If you're a scout and you're scouting new players and taking them to pro clubs, where's the benefit from that?
I don't know if I want to answer that one. I don't really know. I don't know enough of. I know enough of the scouting system to say that it works in terms of bringing children in,